this disposable lancet, this is another version. So you press this in to cock it and then take the plug off. Get your finger nice and pumped up. Get some good blood flow going. Put the tube in there, see how it goes up. By capillary action. It's easier to do this on somebody else than it is to do on yourself, but I just want you to kind of get the feeling for it. You can kind of see it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it into the puddle of the blood, and then I'm kind of tilting it to the side to release pressure so that the blood moves up into the tube. And you want to be kind of quick, otherwise the blood starts to clot and it'll stop filling the tube. You want to get it halfway to 3/4 full for this class. I mean, if you were a phlebotomist, you'd want to get it all the way done. But for us, we can kind of cheat a little bit and get what we can get. Can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. You can see when I tilted how the blood runs up into the tube. Get a little more going. Oh, there's some good blood. Bleed for science. Sacrifice. See how it's filling up? Yeah, that's probably good. And then you plunge it into the putty just to plug the end. And there you got your blood. For 2 ends plugged. So we're going to put it into the centrifuge here. And the big thing here is that they're roughly balanced. And I don't know, we'll do it. Number 1, and that the plug is facing the outside, otherwise you lose your precious blood. Looks like we got an old one in, an old empty in there. And then put that in here. Make sure that the plug is flush with the end. Make sure you put the lid on, otherwise your precious blood will flow all over the inside of the centrifuge. And then we'll just let it run for about 5 minutes. Everybody move away. Nope. It's all good. All right. 5 minutes. And I'm taking off the lid, taking a look at our wonderful blood samples. So if you can focus in. I'll put a white background behind it. I have a more or less clear plasma layer, and all the red blood cells are packed here down to the plug. You can see a white buffy coat in between, a little interface. So if we measure from the top of the plug, you see that the total volume that we got in there was about 3.6 centimeters. And then if we look at the to the top of the coat there, roughly 1.5. 1.5 divided by 3.6 is roughly 42%, which is right in the normal range of hematocrits. So that's what you're shooting for, is to get some idea of what percent red blood cells you have. You know, anywhere from about 35 to 45 is the typical range for college students, both ages, or both genders. And, you know, you can have low or high based on your cycle. You can have low or high based on what kind of shape you're in. Genetics plays a role. But anyway, it ties in nicely with the lung volumes, and so hematocrit is a basic parameter that's good to know.